I am also going to make a local recording of it this time, and I'm going to probably upload that later, and I'm going to enable VODs so that when I talk about my hilarious failure, I'll actually be able to show them to people rather than just having to be like, hey, I failed last time and it was hilarious, but you're just going to have to trust me. Because nobody likes that. But also my failure was, I assure you, totally hilarious. Also, for what it's worth, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need at least a couple more streams to actually get this done, because we don't play games that quickly. Unless we fail. Did I mention that you can fail very quickly? Just a little more. Oh, hang on a second. Right. Okay, well, I think that's enough stalling. Let's actually play a video game. For what it's worth, I am still annoyed about how rude last time's level was. I don't know how we're going to shake up the strategy this time, though. I feel we're going to have to come up with something. Now, what do you got? You got expert. This really should be a configurable setting for this. What are you going to do? Okay. Last time, we picked Derek for his amazing teleporting bullshit. And then I also completely forgot how the fundamental mechanics of throwing his teleporting bullshit worked, and that kind of came around to bite me in the end. And now that I got this opportunity to rethink that, I don't know if we actually should. Like, I'm always a fan of going with either Zoo or Prism, because they can do useful things. And also, I don't know how I feel about monsters having to shoot people with, like, actual ammo. I think this time around we're gonna go with Prism as our second. And of course, we will never not go with International. Oh, I am a fan of our awfully bold rapier decision. But I wonder if that wouldn't be better paired with Dynamo for our power generation. Because power drip is, you know, it's utilitarian. It's only one power a turn. We get no power until alarm level 2 with Dynamo, but when that starts ticking up, we get 2 a turn. But I don't know how I feel about this. We're basically robbing ourselves of 10 power. And then we need to go like 20 turns before that really makes up. And by 20 turns we'll be at alarm level 5, and I don't know how I feel about it. So maybe power drip and rapier isn't such a bad idea after all. These are just my feelings on the subject. Also, last time we got really lucky and I got Dagger 2.0 in like literally one of the first software machines. Ah, whatever.
Operate.
Yes, yes.
Executives are notorious.
I'm relatively convinced that the first mission is more or less always identical. Because it's not only security level 1, it's security level 1 on day 1, it's literally the first mission. There are no real gimmicks.
Bad news.
Okay, well, thanks International. What do we got? That's the terminal, that's a nanofab, and we got a safe. Wonder if we'll actually find a secondary server terminal. I'm convinced there is supposed to be one in the first mission, always. Now, this seems obvious. Oh. Well, that is a completely empty room, and I don't trust the game not to have a guard walk through that door. Oh, that's dickish. Never like it when they have doors that you can't hide next to. Yeah. This whole thing is just all kinds of a disaster waiting to happen. Well, you are kidding me, right? Yep. Well, naturally he's going on a diagonal. I would really love to pilfer both of these guys, but well, I think this is a pretty solid application for violence. That guy's going to walk back through here, and then we're going to have him. And if we're very lucky, he'll have a pass card, but I believe I have fairly well established at this point my capacity for luck in this game. Right. Also, yeah, it is such early days that International cannot pickpocket. Well, I guess that guy is going to have fun in there. I wish there was a mechanic by which we could lock doors. I feel like that would be nifty. Alright. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to violence this guy as well. He'll be coming back through. I have a feeling there's not going to be much more in here. I have a feeling this level extends down this way. Oh, right. Should have seen that coming. Well, I can live with this. Those doors are pretty much useless to us. We can keep him busy for a while longer and we can make a... Oh, but there's two doors. I really should have closed that door. Ah, whatever. We can do it next turn. That guy's gonna wake up in there and he's gonna be like, what? Yeah. I feel like lockable doors would be a balanced thing, but I feel like it could be balanced. I feel like there could be mechanics about it. Like, I think enemies should just be able to unlock doors by themselves, the same way they can unlock, like, beams. But it has to be its own whole balanced thing. And I really don't know how I feel about this whole setup in here. Oh well, what have we got? Shock traps are an interesting tactical choice. They're very good because, you know, you can put them on doors, they're traps, you don't have to be there when they go off, and they ignore armor, which in the scarier ends of this game is huge. Also, they go in an area, and things that go in an area don't hit your guys. So they're pretty decent. Although Internash can't use this one because she's not anarchic enough, which is ironic for her, but, you know, whatever. Lock decoder is handy, but I think takes too long. And piercing scanner is a... don't really like it. Oh well. If you roll with Shalem 11 as one of your agents, he has his own unique augment that does the same thing as piercing scanner, but notably is not piercing scanner. So he can have a total of +2 armor piercing on ballistic weapons. Oh, come on. I'm starting to not like this level. There's a guy there and I have no idea what his deal is. Okay. We're at the point where I've got consoles to use and I can't use them because the power would just go to waste. But of course we're at the first alarm level and now we've got our rapier set up, so there we go. There's another camera in this room. It's Probably in that exact corner.
There's the executive terminal. I bet they're writing gripping TPS reports on that.
I don't like that there's no cameras up here, because I've got absolutely no eyes on the angry rampaging guard up there. But I'm pretty sure there is not a second angry rampaging guard down here, so I can make do. Now, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if... what way does he go? I can't remember what way he goes. If I could remember, I could just, like, ambush him, but... Well, I could hide, I wouldn't have to ambush him, but as it is... It's a very violence-happy run for our first level. I don't know, it's just kind of working out that way. And blessed International. She saves so much time with her scanning. And it's invaluable in the first couple levels when AP is kind of at a premium. You can probably sprint a bit now. Ooh. Cloaking rigs are, well, they're kind of your bread and butter in Endless, because they're just kind of too powerful. Accordingly, Cloaking Rig 1 it has measures on it that exist solely to hold it back. There's an entirely useless passcode and a charge pack. The level 1 Cloaking Rig, it craps out after you run 4 tiles with it. Which... okay. Ah. Right. Oh, come on. Well, we've got a bit of a run to get to the exit after that. But we've got enough cameras down there that we should be able to make do.
Investigating the area.
What's going on here? Have we got a guard? I guess the guard's in there and he's looking at that tiny sliver that we're able to see because of that camera. And yeah, a lot of the time, 4 tiles is all you... Oh, come on! 4 tiles is frequently all you need to get to safety sometimes. But still, what is 4 tiles compared to 2 entire turns of invisible movement?
You've got it. Great. When you activated that terminal, it sent out an automated message to change up the guard duty. Be prepared for new patrol patterns.
I don't like how we don't have eyes on the important bit leading to the elevator until it's too late, and there's a whole ambush route for them to set up, but yeah.
We're having a look around here.
Oh, great. Well, we found the last safe literally right before all the firewalls went up, and we would have ended up having to pay more again. There's still this whole place, and it's big blind spotness, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. In fact, I'm gonna take the time to figure out what this guy's... Okay, he's not moving yet. I don't really understand the nature of this whole preparing to hunt state. Like, I don't understand what about it requires this degree of preparation. Now, there's possibly two guys in there, so... I feel like we might want to not go into ambush, just in case we have something better to do after we get out. High potential for some sprint fuckery.
Looking around.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
Firewalls increased. Data security enhanced.
That guy's probably going in a whole different direction. This guy might not still be there. We might not actually be able to get to him. Oh no, there he is. Gonna very tactically leave that door open. No. Oh good, you're going completely the wrong way. Might be annoying later, but hey, whatever. If I'm not entirely mistaken, we are at this point completely out of things to hack. So, the power situation is just a detail now. Ugh, that's annoying. This is not going to stop me from hitting up this console anyway, but that's just my gamer instincts. Okay. Ugh, must you be annoying. Don't have a screamingly obvious way to deal with him, but... Who says we have to be clever or subtle in our methods?
Investigating area.
Sprint to the exit, make tons of noise, but make sure to close doors behind you. Haste is not a substitute for manners.
That contact list will prove invaluable when planning our next move. Excellent work.
Well, the beginning of this mission was a complete punch in the face from the RNG, but after that it went pretty well, possibly by virtue of being, you know, the easiest mission in the game. Probably. I would like to say that we can't possibly get RNG screwed as much as last time, but, you know, I have a feeling that I'm going to immediately regret saying that. Now, anarchy on all our agents is usually a pretty good shout, because we want to be able to pickpocket lots. I don't know what's going wrong with the display here. She's supposed to have 2 hacking. There we go. So I think a 3rd point of hacking will get us even more power, which is probably going to be welcome when it comes time to dealing with the possible alarm level bullshit. Did you know, in the later stages of Endless Mode, there's a chance that at the beginning of the level, you'll just go straight to alarm level 2?
I've re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source.
Right, yes, right, we've seen this one.